Have you ever looked at an old photo and thought, I used to glow like that? What happened? You still take care of yourself. You moisturize, do your hair, follow the routines. But somehow, your face feels faded, your skin looks dull, your eyes don't sparkle like they used to, and you start to wonder, is the real you slowly disappearing? Here's the hard truth. After 60, every small habit affects how quickly you age. And the real reason many women seem to age faster isn't just time, it's choosing the wrong beauty habits. The very things you believe are helping you look younger might actually be speeding up the aging process, silently and without warning. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 10 powerful beauty habits that can make women over 60 look up to 10 years younger, if done the right way. But if you get them wrong, these same habits could quietly be accelerating your aging without you even realizing it. Stay with me until the end, because habits number 9 and number 10 are what I call the danger zone. And over 99% of women over 60 are unknowingly making these exact mistakes. According to leading geriatric doctors, just a few simple changes could bring back up to a decade of youthful radiance. There's something quietly heartbreaking about catching your reflection in a store window and realizing you don't quite recognize the woman looking back. It's still you, but softer, more tired, a little less visible than you once were. That's exactly what happened to Rose. She's 62, retired in Arizona, and always prided herself on staying polished. Lipstick, soft blush, a little powder. But one day, her granddaughter pointed at an old photo and said, "Grandma, you look like a movie star." Rose laughed, but later, when she stood in front of her mirror, she noticed something she'd never paid attention to before. Her brows, or rather, the absence of them. Over time, her once full eyebrows had faded into thin, barely there wisps. Without them, her eyes looked smaller. Her face seemed tired, almost withdrawn. It was subtle, but powerful, like someone had erased the frame around a beautiful painting. This isn't just vanity, it's biology. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, after the age of 60, we naturally lose 90 to 40% of our eyebrow density. This happens due to hormonal shifts, slowed hair growth, and nutrient deficiencies, particularly in biotin, zinc, and protein. And here's the twist. While many women try to fix this with harsh brow pencils or overly dark makeup, they unknowingly make things worse. Too bold, too sharp, and the face ends up looking harsh, even intimidating. The key is softness, shape, and shade. Rose eventually visited a beauty consultant at a local wellness center for seniors. She was advised to switch to a lighter brow pencil, one shade softer than her natural hair color, and to use short, feathery strokes instead of a heavy line. Within minutes, her whole face lit up. Friends began asking if she changed her skincare. Even her son noticed and said, "Mom, you look like you got a little younger." Her smile said it all. That's the quiet power of well-shaped eyebrows. They don't scream for attention, but they restore balance, openness, and softness to the face. They bring your expression back to life. If you've been using the same brow pencil since your 40s, maybe today's the day to try something new. Look for a soft taupe or gray brown if your hair has turned silver. If you're not confident with pencils, try a tinted brow gel. Just one swipe can give you fullness without fuss. And don't forget, what you put inside your body matters too. Consider adding foods rich in biotin like eggs, almonds, and salmon to help nourish natural brow growth over time, because you deserve to see yourself clearly and like what you see. Take a moment right now. Think about your daily routine. Do you fill in your brows? What color are you using? Have you noticed a difference in how they make you feel? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'd love to hear your experience. And if this little tip gave you something to think about, go ahead and click like, maybe share it with a friend or sister who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Golden Wise Elders, where we believe growing older means growing wiser and still feeling beautiful. Now, if eyebrows are the frame of your beauty, what happens when the canvas underneath starts to lose its glow? Let's talk about the one thing more powerful than any cream or serum: hydration. But not just water. Real hydration. The kind your skin drinks from the inside out. There's something quietly unsettling about waking up in the morning, stepping out of bed, and feeling your legs tremble just a little. No dizziness, not even fatigue, just a brief wobbly moment, as if your body is trying to whisper something important, if only we'd stop to listen. Ronald, a 70-year-old retiree from Seattle, knows that feeling all too well. A man of discipline, he prided himself on living well, clean eating, daily walks, and plenty of water every day. But one night in March, around 3 a.m., he got up to use the bathroom and slipped on the tile floor. What seemed like a minor fall left him relying on a walker for 3 long weeks. That fall became a wake-up call. Ronald realized something most of us overlook. Even good habits, when done the wrong way, can quietly turn dangerous. It might sound surprising, but the truth is, drinking water at the wrong time can lead to poor sleep, exhaustion, and even physical danger in older adults. According to Harvard Health Publishing, adults over 60 should aim for about 1.5 to 2 liters of water per day. But it's not just about the amount, it's about the timing. Our aging bodies process water more slowly. Drinking too much late in the evening can interrupt your sleep with frequent bathroom trips and increase the risk of falls in the dark hours of the night. And that's not all. Silent dehydration in the morning, after a full night of sleep without fluids, can cause your skin to dry out, your blood flow to slow down, and your energy to plummet before the day even begins. But when done right, hydration becomes your body's most natural anti-aging therapy. Sipping small amounts throughout the day, 1 glass in the morning, between meals, after lunch, and before dusk, helps your skin stay supple, supports digestion, and clears the mental fog that often comes with fatigue. One little tip I always offer to my older friends: start your day with a glass of warm water infused with a few slices of lemon or cucumber. It not only refreshes your system, but soothes your stomach and gently wakes up your metabolism. And if you're reading this now and realizing you haven't had a sip of water all afternoon, maybe your body's quietly asking you to nourish it. So think about it. When do you usually drink water during the day? Do you tend to drink most of it at night, trying to make up for a busy, forgetful day? Have you ever felt groggy or woken up at night just to use the bathroom? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're caring for your body. And if this simple tip might help a friend, a sister, or someone you love, please consider sharing this video with them. A small gesture like that could help someone avoid a much bigger fall. And if you're still here, I'd be honored if you subscribe to our channel, Golden Wise Elders, because on this journey to living well, aging beautifully, and cherishing every golden year, we're walking it together, one small step at a time. And speaking of small steps, there's one gentle, 2-minute ritual that can transform your skin and lift your spirit. Nightly facial massage. It may sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful youth secrets hardly anyone does right. There are nights when we catch a glimpse of ourselves in the mirror after a long day and let out a quiet sigh. Not because we're sad, but because our skin just looks tired. The eyes feel a little puffy, the corners of the mouth have softened downward, and the forehead shows the faint trace of time. It's like each passing day has left a subtle mark on our face. And in that moment, we wonder, how do we bring back that soft glow, the kind that once made us feel radiant, without needing a drop of makeup? I remember Lan, 68 years old, living in San Jose, a gentle soul, living alone after her husband passed. Every evening, she would play soft music, brew a cup of chamomile tea, and sit at her vanity. But instead of just applying night cream and going to bed like she used to, she began a new ritual. Taking a cool stainless steel spoon from the fridge and gently gliding it around her eyes and cheeks. Just 2 minutes. Within 2 weeks, what surprised her wasn't just the reduced puffiness, but the quiet joy of reconnecting with herself. She smiled and told me, "I feel beautiful again," in the soft, graceful way that belongs to my 60s. And science agrees with her. Dr. Kimberly Voss from the University of Miami once shared that gentle facial massage stimulates blood circulation and boosts natural collagen production without the need for expensive skincare. When blood flows freely, the skin receives more oxygen and nutrients, making it look fuller, brighter, and healthier. That's why facial massage is often called a gentle workout for your skin, especially as we age. But there's a common mistake I see many people make. They press too hard or drag their skin downward. Not only does this fail to lift, it can actually contribute to sagging. That's why the key is a light touch, always upward, like you're lovingly lifting your face, not forcing it. If you've never tried it, maybe tonight is the perfect time to begin. You don't need fancy tools, just clean hands, a little natural oil or your favorite moisturizer, and a few quiet moments set aside just for you. Start with gentle circular motions on your cheeks, sweep lightly from your chin to your temples, or use your ring finger, the weakest one, to softly tap beneath your eyes. Or like Lan, try that chilled spoon under the eyes before bed. The cooling touch may even help you sleep more peacefully. Have you ever tried facial massage? Do you use your hands, a cold spoon, or maybe a jade roller? I'd love to hear about it in the comments, because here we learn from each other like a true community. And And if this tip resonated with you, please give it a like. It truly helps our team bring you more thoughtful, heartfelt content. Not just for you, but for those you love as well. Because when we learn to touch our skin with gentleness, we also begin the journey of healing ourselves, inside and out. And speaking of gentleness, there's something so often overlooked, yet quietly responsible for lighting up our entire face, our smile. But to truly smile with confidence, we may need to start with something even smaller, often ignored: our teeth. There are days when you step outside, a stranger smiles at you, and you smile back. But then, you catch yourself. You held back. Your lips barely parted. Your smile stayed closed, not because you were shy, but because your teeth aren't what they used to be. I once spoke with Edith, a 66-year-old retired school teacher from Pennsylvania. For over 30 years, she lit up classrooms with her energy and warmth. But after retirement, she told me she smiled less and less. Her teeth had yellowed a bit, a few chips here and there, and her lips often felt dry and uncomfortable. No one ever said anything, she admitted, but I could feel it. I didn't look as charming when I smiled. It's something many people over 60 experience, but rarely talk about. And the truth is, your smile isn't just about appearance. It's deeply tied to your emotional health, your confidence, and even your longevity. According to the National Institute of Dental and Craniofacial Research, untreated oral issues in older adults are linked to higher risks of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. Meanwhile, a report from Harvard Medical School found that older adults who maintain oral hygiene and smile regularly tend to live 5 to 7 years longer than average. But here's the uplifting part. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars at the dentist to bring your smile back to life. There are simple, natural ways you can start right at home, and they can make a big difference in both how you look and how you feel. Try rinsing with a diluted hydrogen peroxide solution once or twice a week for a gentle whitening effect. Or mix baking soda with a fluoride-free toothpaste to naturally lift stains. If you struggle with dry lips, a thin layer of honey or coconut oil before bed can soften and revive your lips overnight. I once suggested to Edith a small change: swap out her matte lipstick for a hydrating peach-tinted balm. She started wearing it each morning, even on days she stayed in. 1 month later, she sent me her first selfie in 3 years. It came with a message: smiling doesn't feel like something I have to hide anymore. That tiny shift gave her the spark to reconnect with herself and with others more openly and lovingly. Have you ever tried giving your smile a little extra care? Do you have a favorite tip or remedy of your own? I'd love to hear it. Share it with me and our community in the comments below. Sometimes one small idea can shift someone's whole perspective. And you know, a truly radiant smile isn't just about bright teeth. It's about presence. And that presence, that glow, is lifted from within by something few people notice: your posture. Think back to the last time you stood tall and proud. How did it feel? Coming up next, we're going to explore one of the simplest, most transformative habits you can do, instantly, without spending a penny. And it might just change the way the world sees you and how you see yourself. Habit 5. Proper posture. The secret to graceful aging. There are days when you don't even have time to look in the mirror. You skip brushing your hair, rush out the door for an appointment, and everything feels fine. But then, someone glances at you and asks, "Are you feeling tired today?" It's not your skin, not your hair, not even the wrinkles. It's the way your shoulders slouch just a little, the slight curve in your back, the absence of a forward gaze. And suddenly, you realize some things make us look older, and we don't even notice. Cheryl, 72, from Milwaukee, used to be an energetic woman, sporty, full of laughter. But in recent years, she began to feel smaller. Not in size, but in presence. Her posture had slowly changed from years of carrying heavy bags, babysitting grandkids, and gardening, until one day, a close friend gently said, "Cheryl, you look sad when you walk." That one sentence made her take a closer look at herself. And it turns out her friend was right. According to research from Mayo Clinic, poor posture in older adults, like a hunched back or drooping shoulders, doesn't just make you look tired or less confident. It can lead to serious health issues, reduced lung capacity, poor digestion, and even a higher risk of falling due to imbalance. But here's the miracle. When you change your posture, you don't just change how people see you, you change how you feel inside. Cheryl started with something incredibly small. Every morning, she'd stand in front of the mirror, balance a thin book on her head, and hold her posture for 3 minutes. Whether in the kitchen or the backyard, she reminded herself, Open your shoulders, lift your chin, look forward. Within a few weeks, her back pain eased. She felt more energized. And the best part? She felt like she had stepped back into her own space again. It's like I reclaimed my presence in the world, she said. Science supports this too. Good posture keeps muscles firm, improves blood circulation, and reduces joint pressure. It even sharpens your mind, because when you stand tall, your breathing deepens, more oxygen reaches your brain, and your focus improves. The truth is, posture doesn't require a gym or expensive equipment. You can start with the smallest actions. Stand with your back against a wall for a few minutes a day. Roll your shoulders gently to release tension, or simply remind yourself to walk with your head held high. And if you're watching this right now from your couch or kitchen table, try sitting up straight. Roll your shoulders back just a little. Take a deep breath. Feel that shift? That's the beginning of something powerful. What challenges do you face with posture? Do you have any little tricks that help you stand tall every day? Share them in the comments, because your story might be the one that helps someone else feel seen. And if this message inspired you to stand a little taller today, please give this video a like. Subscribe to Golden Wise Elders, where we stand proud. Not with loud voices, but with the quiet confidence of those who know their worth. And speaking of standing tall, let's talk about hair. Yes, that crown on your head. A full, vibrant hairstyle that flatters your skin tone can transform your entire look. Join me in the next part, where we'll explore how even a single strand of hair can become your most natural beauty weapon. Habit 6. Hair color and volume. The secret weapon for a youthful look. Have you ever looked at an old photo and noticed something truly different? Not your skin, not your smile, but your hair? Thick, voluminous, and full of light. A crown you once wore without even realizing how much it mattered, until slowly it began to fade. Linda, 64, from Denver, once told me, "I never thought hair made that much of a difference until the day a grocery store clerk called me grandma, right in front of my granddaughter." Linda had always had jet black hair, but after retiring, it began thinning at the crown, turning gray, and losing its body. She started tying it back low, avoiding mirrors, and even dodging reunions with old friends. And that's such a loss, because our hair isn't just a part of our appearance. It's a silent, shining crown that reminds us we're still vibrant, still full of life. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, after age 60, hormonal changes and reduced keratin production can cause hair to become thinner, weaker, and lose its natural pigment. But here's the thing. Most women at this age end up choosing the wrong hair color or cut, one that actually emphasizes signs of aging rather than softening them. But when you get it right, your hair becomes one of the most powerful beauty tools you have. No needles, no surgeries, just the right shade and shape. I once suggested to Linda a simple change. Instead of her usual jet black, she switched to a warm chestnut brown with soft caramel highlights, something lighter, softer, that brightened her skin. She added a few layers on top for natural volume and replaced her stick straight style with gentle waves at the ends. 2 weeks later, she cried looking at her new photo. "I didn't recognize myself." In the best way, she told me. "I saw myself again, a version of me that was glowing." Hair professionals at the American Board of Certified Hair Colorists recommend avoiding harsh jet black or icy platinum shades, as they can accentuate wrinkles and dull the complexion. Instead, opt for warm, neutral tones like honey blonde, soft brown, or a gentle auburn. These colors reflect light beautifully, soften facial features, and bring a fresh, youthful energy to your look. As for the style itself, go for volume at the crown and soft face framing layers. Avoid stick straight styles or center parts, which tend to drag the face down and reduce the lifting effect. Start small if you'd like. Today, try flipping your part to the opposite side, adding a few drops of lightweight hair oil for shine, or ask your stylist about a refreshed cut that enhances your current face shape. And if you're feeling bold, try a new hair color. Nothing too dramatic, just something warm and suited to your skin tone. That alone can make you look and feel years younger. And if your hair is the frame for your face, there's one more thing that truly lights up your entire presence. Not from the outside, but from within. It's in your eyes, your glow. And you might be surprised to learn, it begins with something incredibly simple. Skipping the powder and choosing cream-based makeup instead. There's a little thing many of us don't notice until we catch a glimpse of ourselves in a photo. That same powder makeup we've trusted for years. It no longer smooths the skin the way it used to. Instead, it settles into wrinkles, highlights dry patches, and leaves the face looking heavy and lifeless. I remember Marcia, 67 years old, from Austin, Texas. She loved makeup. Never left the house without full foundation and powder. But one day, after her granddaughter's birthday party, she looked through the photos and sighed. That doesn't look like me. I look like an outdated, stiff version of myself, even though I had full makeup on. That moment sparked a question in her mind. Why did the same makeup that once made her shine now seem to do the opposite? The answer lies in the skin itself. According to the Cleveland Clinic, after 60, our skin becomes thinner, loses natural oils and elasticity. That means powder makeup can easily settle into fine lines, emphasize dry areas, and create a cakey, unnatural look. On top of that, powders absorb moisture, leaving already dehydrated skin looking even more dull. So what's the solution? Dermatologists recommend switching to cream-based products. From serum foundations and cream blushes to liquid highlighters, these formulas are more hydrating and blend into the skin for a natural radiant glow. No more dryness, no more heaviness. I suggested one small change to Marcia. Skip the powder. Try a lightweight serum foundation instead. Use a cream blush in soft peach tones and finish with just a touch of liquid highlighter on the cheekbones. That's it. Nothing more. A week later, she called me and said, for the first time in 10 years, I wore makeup and felt like myself, like I was enhancing my features, not covering them up. If you've ever looked in the mirror and felt that your makeup is aging you, maybe it's time for a gentle shift. Today, you can try something simple. Skip the usual setting powder and opt for a moisturizing foundation. Experiment with cream blush in a tone that flatters your skin. Peach, rose, or soft berry shades work beautifully with mature skin. And here's the truth. Many women believe that aging gracefully means holding on to the same products they've always used. But sometimes, just changing from powder to cream can free your face, allowing your natural brightness to come through. Have you tried cream-based makeup before? Is there a product that makes your skin feel like it can finally breathe? Share your experience in the comments, because your simple tip might just become someone else's golden beauty secret. If this part of the video gave you a fresh sense of inspiration, please hit the like button and share it with the women around you. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Wise Elders, because here we don't chase youth. We celebrate the beauty, depth, and vitality of our golden years. And now, if your skin is your canvas, let's talk about the frame that makes everything shine. Your eyebrows, just a subtle shape, a little fullness, the right tone, and suddenly your whole face feels alive again. Join me in the next part as we explore this tiny detail that makes a big difference. Habit 8. Eyebrows, the frame that rejuvenates your face. There are some mornings when you look in the mirror and can't quite put your finger on why your face seems more tired. The skin is the same, the hair still styled, your eyes haven't changed, and yet something feels off. What you might be overlooking is one small detail quietly dragging down your entire expression. Your eyebrows. I remember Dolores, a 69-year-old woman from Portland, who used to love makeup in her younger years. But in recent years, she had stopped paying attention to her brows. I figured, why bother? My hair's turned silver, my skin's not as tight. What difference would it make, she told me. But during a family photo shoot, a young stylist used a soft taupe pencil to gently reshape her brows. It took less than 2 minutes, but the transformation left her whole family speechless. Dolores looked nearly 7 years younger. Her face lit up. Her eyes seemed deeper. Her whole presence felt lighter, more graceful. Scientifically speaking, the American Academy of Dermatology explains that after age 60, women lose an average of 30 to 40% of eyebrow density due to lower collagen levels, hormonal shifts, and slower circulation. The brows not only become sparse and faded in color, they also tend to thin at the tail end, causing the face to appear droopier and less defined. What's unfortunate is that many people try to fix this with the wrong approach. Overly dark pencils, harsh shapes, or exaggerated arches that end up looking stiff or even intimidating. The solution? Choose brow products that match your mature face, not your younger self. A pencil that's one shade lighter than your hair color or a tinted brow gel is often enough. Rather than drawing a sharp outline, focus on mimicking natural hairs with short, soft strokes. Think of it as weaving youth back in with subtle finesse. I often encourage my older friends to try a simple routine. Brush your brows upward with a small spoolie brush, then fill in sparse areas using tiny feathered strokes. Add a touch of light-colored highlighter just beneath the arch, and you'll lift the eyes naturally. No needles or surgery required. You can try it right now. Stand in front of your mirror and use a taupe or soft gray pencil to shape your brows. just following your natural arch, no need to go higher or sharper. Then look again. You'll see a fresher, more expressive version of yourself. Effortless, not forced. And if you've avoided doing your brows because your hands shake or you're unsure how, don't worry. There are now plenty of tinted gels that take just 30 seconds each morning. As Dolores said after her photo shoot, I didn't need to look younger. I just needed to feel like I hadn't disappeared. Now, when your eyes are bright, your brows defined, and your skin glowing, there's one more overlooked area that can quietly reveal your age, your neck and hands. Next, we'll explore the gentle yet powerful ritual of moisturizing these age-telling zones, because beauty isn't just in the face, it's in the care we give to the places we often forget. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt content with your face, skin glowing, features soft, only to have your gaze drift downward to your neck and hands, revealing a different story? These areas, often overlooked, can silently betray our age, displaying signs of time more openly than we might expect. I recall a heartfelt conversation with Eleanor, a vibrant 72-year-old from Minneapolis. She shared, "I've always been diligent with my facial skincare, serums, eye creams, the works. But during a recent class reunion, a friend clasped my hand and remarked, 'Your hands are just as delicate and cool as they were in high school.' In that moment, I realized my hands, though still slender, were now adorned with age spots and fine lines. I had been so focused on my face that I neglected these faithful companions." Scientifically, this oversight has explanations. The American Academy of Dermatology notes that the skin on our neck and hands has fewer oil glands compared to our face, making them more susceptible to dryness and accelerated aging. Additionally, these areas are frequently exposed to environmental stressors like sun and wind, yet often miss out on the protective measures we afford our faces. Neglecting these regions isn't just a cosmetic concern. A sagging neck can blur the definition of the jawline, altering facial contours, while hands marked by dryness and pigmentation can inadvertently add years to our appearance. The encouraging news is that with mindful care, we can rejuvenate these areas. Consider extending your facial skincare routine to your neck and hands. After cleansing, apply your serum and moisturizer down to your décolletage and onto the backs of your hands. Incorporating products with ingredients like hyaluronic acid or peptides can enhance hydration and skin elasticity. For hands, creams containing niacinamide or urea can address dryness and discoloration. Simple daily habits can make a significant difference. After washing your hands, take a moment to apply a nourishing hand cream, massaging it into your skin as a gesture of gratitude for all they do. For your neck, gently massage moisturizer upwards, promoting circulation and firmness. Eleanor, upon adopting these practices, shared in our next meeting, "Applying lotion to my hands isn't about fearing age, it's about honoring these hands that have held loved ones, created art, and written stories. They deserve care and appreciation." Have you integrated neck and hand care into your routine? What products have you found effective? Share your experiences in the comments below. We can all learn from each other's journeys. If this message resonates with you, consider sharing it with someone dear. Sometimes small changes can illuminate the beauty that has always been within us. Habit 10. Using natural oils instead of serum. A smart choice. There are days when our skin doesn't ask for much, just a touch of gentleness, a soothing layer to ease the weary lines etched by time. Yet it's disheartening how many individuals over 60 resign themselves to the thought, "At this age, what's the point?" They forgo skincare, daunted by complexity, cost, or the fear that nothing suits them anymore. But here's the truth. Skincare isn't merely about aesthetics. It's a heartfelt affirmation to oneself, whispering, "I still deserve love and care, down to every cell." I recall the story of Frank, a 74-year-old retired photographer from Arizona. Once meticulous about his appearance, he gradually neglected his skin post-retirement. One day, his granddaughter hugged him and exclaimed, "Grandpa, your skin feels rough." Frank chuckled, but inside he felt a pang. Not from her words, but from the realization of how silently he'd been neglecting himself. Science offers clarity here. According to the Mayo Clinic, after 60, our skin's natural lipid layer diminishes significantly, weakening its barrier and making it prone to dryness and damage. Many anti-aging serums, laden with alcohol or high concentrations of retinol, can be harsh on mature skin, leading to irritation. So, what's a gentler alternative? Natural oils. Almond, jojoba, and argan oils. These liquid golds not only hydrate, but are rich in vitamin E, omega-3s, and antioxidants. They soften wrinkles, bolster the skin's barrier, and do so without clogging pores or causing irritation. I once suggested Frank replace his chemical serums with a few drops of argan oil each night, gently patting it onto his face post-cleansing, followed by a 2-minute massage. After 10 days, he called me saying, "I'm not sure if my skin looks brighter, but I feel lighter. It's like each night I have a ritual to reconnect with myself." If you're hesitant due to sensitive skin or past reactions to conventional products, try this simple step today. Choose a pure natural oil, warm 2 drops between your palms and gently press it onto your skin. Feel its softness seep in. A silent thank you to the skin that's journeyed with you through decades. And if you found a particular oil that makes your skin feel truly cherished, please share in the comments. Sometimes a single drop of oil can be a profound act of self-love. You see, growing older isn't a time to slow down. It's the moment we begin to live more deeply, know ourselves more clearly, and care for our bodies with a kind of gentleness we may have once forgotten. Every small habit you choose today, whether it's gently massaging your face, drinking water at the right times, or picking a softer hair color, is a quiet act of love you offer your own body, not to chase youth, but to fully embrace the unique beauty of your golden years. If you remember, we've just walked through 10 simple, natural, and safe beauty tips for women over 60. Caring for your skin, your smile, your eyes, even your hands and your sleep. And if you choose just one to start with today, you've already begun your journey toward rejuvenation. From the inside out, quietly but powerfully. My hope is that after this video, you won't just see a more radiant version of yourself in the mirror, but feel more joyful, more grounded, and more connected to the world in your own calm and confident way. Golden Wise Elders isn't just a channel. It's a community, a space where we grow together, share openly, and learn to love ourselves again, no matter what age we are. If this video gave you even a small boost of motivation, a little aha moment, or simply the feeling of being heard, please click like and share it with someone you care about. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, so each week you'll have a gentle companion on your journey to living beautifully, healthily, and confidently. Which tip from today's video felt the easiest to try? Have you already tried any of them? Leave a comment below. Our team reads everyone with care and responds with heartfelt attention. Thank you for staying until the very end. I hope these small insights spark meaningful changes in your life. And always remember, you are still and will always be worthy of shining in your own way, in your own time.